Hi children, the story I've got for you today is called The Red Boat, and it's about a little girl who moves into a new house and feels a little bit nervous. New things can sometimes be a bit scary, can't they? I know for you, starting school might feel a little bit scary, but you don't need to worry. Let's find out how she overcomes it, shall we? The Red Boat. Posy and George stood and looked at the big new house. I don't think I like it here, George, said Posy. Woof, said George. Posy peeked over the wall. The people next door seemed strange. That night, in her big new room, shadows danced in the darkness. I don't like it here, George, whispered Posy. Woof, said George. What do you think my big new school will be like? Posy asked George. I hope everyone will be nice. What if I don't make any friends? Woof, said George. What's this poking out of the bushes? Asked Posy. It's a boat. I can't remember seeing it here before. Woof, said George. They had a lovely time. They played pirates and castaways. They went fishing and they had a picnic. They rescued a sinking ship and they went on a round-the-world race. They fought with monsters. They did not want the game to end. I can't sleep, yawned Posy. Shall we go and sit in the red boat? Woof, said George. They sat in the red boat and looked up at the stars in the night sky. The red boat began to hum. It started to rock gently. I think I know what's happening. George, said Posy, I think the boat is floating in the air. Woof, said George. They floated through the night sky, over the ocean and under the waves. Look at them, down here under the waves. Wow! When they finally landed, it was very cold. Look at all the scary polar bears, Posy gulped. What are we going to do, George? Woof, said George and gave her a nudge. Hello, said Posy, shivering. Hello, said the polar bear. How nice to have visitors. Posy peeked over the garden wall the next day. Woof, said George and gave her a nudge. Hello, said Posy, shivering. Hello, replied the people over the wall. How nice to meet you. She started to get brave. Oh, they've got cute puppies, haven't they? That night, Posy and George went to sit in the red boat again. This time, it flew them up to the moon. I don't like it here, George, said Posy. I'm scared of the dark. Woof, said George. Come nearer, said a little alien from out of the darkness. There's nothing to be frightened of. Let's play moon hide and seek. Wow, that sounds fun, doesn't it? Moon hide and seek. At bedtime the next night, Posy felt scared of the shadows again. Woof, said George, and Posy remembered her little alien friend. Look, he's up there, isn't he, in the moon? Good night, she whispered to her friend on the moon. Sleep tight. The next night they landed in the middle of a large plain. Look at all the animals staring at us, Posy whispered. I don't like it here, George. Woof, said George, and gave her a nudge. And in no time at all, Posy had made a lot of new friends. She's getting really good at making new friends, isn't she? The next morning, Posy walked to her new school by herself. She drew a deep breath and walked through the gate. She's being very brave. Everyone was looking at her, but Posy imagined George giving her a nudge. And in no time at all, she had made a lot of new friends. After school, Posy and George sat in the boat while Posy told George all about her first day. I like it here after all, she said, and I think I'm going to really like school too. Woof, said George. That night, the boat flew Posy and George to a surprise party. Everyone they had met was there, and they ate cake and they sang songs together. Posy had a wonderful time. What a lot of lovely new friends. And there's George. Oh, wasn't that lovely? I'm sure your first day at school is going to be like that as well, children. You're going to have such a wonderful time and you're going to make so many new friends. I'll speak to you soon for another story.